We read this resume yesterday. We only got 2 hours to go through the esteemed list of accomplishments of Rocky DiPietro. Grey Cup champion, played in 4, Canadian Football Hall of Fame, 1997, joining us on the screen there. Most outstanding Canadian twice in the CFL, and he will be honored, along with my good friend Leo Ezrins, Uncle Leo, at the CFL Alumni Association Legends Luncheon Friday at Grey Cup in the Hammer. Rocky, welcome to the RP Show, man, and congratulations on this latest honor. How you doing?
Good, Rod. Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure.
When you heard this news, take me back. How did you find out that you were being honored as Alumnus of the Year along with Leo? A pretty prestigious award. How did you find out and how did you feel about it?
Well, first of all, I don't know if I'm as deserving as some of the other guys in our Alumni Association here in Hamilton. But, it's nice to be recognized and hopefully some recognition for our Hamilton TiCat Alumni Association. But I was in contact with Jason Riley, who was our former president of the TiCat alumni, and he shared the good news with me. And, great to be selected along with my teammate and friend, Leo Ezrins, who's done some great things with the CFL alumni and the CFL Alumni Support Fund. So it's quite an honor, and it's great to be recognized.
It was in 1989 that Rocky became the CFL's all-time receptions leader, but it wasn't until 91 that you retired. What does it mean to you, Rocky? I'm sure you've answered all these questions, but not from me. I'm asking you for the first time. What did it mean to spend your entire career, 14 years, with one team? Because that just doesn't happen anywhere anymore.
Yeah, that's, I never really thought about it as I was playing. You're involved in the day-to-day stuff and the grind of playing football. But certainly after my career was finished, and I look back on things, very grateful to spend 14 years in the same place. Had some great management that I would say kept me there. There was a time when I almost left, but I'm glad I stayed. And of course, great teammates and great coaches along the way. I was able to put down some roots here in Niagara. I met my wife here, raising my family here. So, I couldn't be more thrilled. And I realize that I'm probably one of the luckier ones that have played in the CFL to stay in one place.
Well, I say this in all seriousness. That Legends Luncheon, I've emceed it. I try to go to it every year. It's the best event at Grey Cup. There's for bang for your buck. It starts at like 11. It goes till 3:30. It's worth the price of admission to go. Has any of your friends or CFL fans asked you about getting in a fight? Because it was 2011, the infamous Angie Mosca, Joe Cap. Were you even there for that? And will you promise that you will not be throwing the Dukes in Hamilton this year?
Yeah, I promise, Rod. There's no way I'll be involved in any of that. If I recall, I believe that was in Vancouver, and
yep,
I wasn't there, but I watched the highlights and that. And Ange was a good friend. I got to know him a lot better after I retired, and I mean he was always there at the games in Hamilton. But Ange was a great guy. He had that rough exterior, but deep down he had a big heart. Did a lot of great things for the Hamilton community, and it was a shame to see that happen. I guess the only good thing that came out of it, we got a lot of publicity for the CFL alumni, and brought in some money, especially when I think they auctioned off his cane. So sometimes good things come out of bad things.
Another hot-blooded, passionate Italian, Angelo Mosca, like the guy on the air with me today, Rocky DiPietro. I asked him the next day if that was staged, and he just winked at me. He wouldn't say, but I'll tell you, the look on Joe Cap's face and the force that he came, I don't think it was staged, Rocky. So you weren't at that one, but have you been at the Legends Luncheon before? Can you vouch that it's the greatest event at Grey Cup for me?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I haven't been to too many. And we had our own one here 2 years ago, which was a great event. They sold out very quickly. So great to see people coming out to support that. But it's great to see some of the other guys, and everybody's got their football shirts on, sweaters, and great to see the guys. Like 30 years after I stopped playing, guys that I played against, and you're able to sit down and have a chat with them and talk about the old times, talk about previous, coaches you've had, similar experiences. It's a great experience.
Well, yes, for all those reasons. And I remember in Ottawa 2017, Russ Jackson got up there and was asked the importance of the CFL to Ottawa, and Russ was overcome with emotion. And I was like, these are the moments. This is why we love the CFL, and that's why we love this event. So it's not sold out yet, and we'll tell you how you can get your ticket. It's close, though. I know it's very close because I'm very close to Leo and his crew and Joe with the CFL Alumni Association. So I appreciate you coming on, Rocky. And I wonder, what is it? The obvious question is, what would it mean to have the TiCats there? I mean, they've had a hell of a season up and down. Seems like they always are, but they seems to be on an upswing now. What do you see?
Well, everybody who follows the CFL knows anything can happen in the CFL. And the year we won, my only Grey Cup in 1986, we had a year that was almost similar to the one they're having. We did get hot at the end, and we're able to win those big games, get into the Grey Cup. We were huge underdogs, and we came up big and won. So, like I say, you never know in the CFL. Anything can happen. We're certainly pulling for the TiCats, especially at home. The fans would be thrilled. But regardless, I know that TiCats will put on a great show.
Honestly, I'm pulling for the TiCats, and I shouldn't say that because I try to be a league guy, but because of the drought and not curse, drought, there's a difference, and I want to see, it's just great when the home team's in the Grey Cup, and Toronto just won it last year, so I can't let you get out of here without asking you, and I don't want to end it on a downer, so I'll ask you another, but the 89 Grey Cup, you were a part of that. Do you still feel, or did you ever, that it was the greatest Grey Cup game ever played, or was it because Sask won at 43-40, you wouldn't even go along with that adage?
Well, I think it was one of the better games. Hard for me to say I was playing in the game, so I think everybody that was watching was pretty excited. A lot of points, back and forth, down to the end, field goal to win it. It was tough being on the other side of that. I thought we had a great shot to win there at the end, but that's the way things go sometimes. You win, you lose. But, it was great being part of that, especially playing in the Dome. I think we had about 60,000 people there. So it was a great experience. My family was there. My mother, my father, my wife were there. So, they loved it. And like I say, a great experience. Tough one to lose, but that's the way things go.
That's the game. That's the way it goes. Yeah, and at least you got a ring. It was 86, right, with Hamilton. You mentioned Leo. Do you have a funny Leo Ezrin story? They're all funny about Leo, but do you have one that stands out?
Well, not a particular one, but it was great playing with Leo after having to go against him while he played in Winnipeg. We used to go head-to-head. Of course, Leo was an outside linebacker. I was a slot back. So we bumped heads many times. And, I'm glad when he got traded to our team, along with Paul Bennett. I think those two guys helped with their experience, with their playmaking. They helped us put us over the top, and eventually helped us win a Grey Cup.
There you go. Ending it on a good note. I could go on for days, Rocky. We'll have to do another one of these sometime. But congratulations on this latest honor, and thanks for all you've done for everybody. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much, Ron. Pleasure.
Hall of Famer Rocky DiPietro.